Welcome back, guys. So as promised, there is a part two to this video. I don't know if you can notice, but a lot of this oil and shine is really poking through now. So as I mentioned, extremely oily, very oily, very oily. So I'm going to go back with my beauty sponge and I'm going to tap off all that excess oil on my face before we begin the eye process. Now, since I did a lighter to medium coverage look, I do have to take more care of the face, so to speak. We're going to be a little bit busier with touch-ups and stuff like that if we wear this out, but it looks really nice. It's more subtle and natural. All right, as usual, I love to use the One Size setting powder in ultra pink. Oh my god, my cat is just having a blast down there. You could only see baking underneath my eyes because I don't want any of my eyeshadow to fall on top of this. Again, baking opposite side, down the side of the nose. Now you don't have to do your nose. I do it because I am so oily, I'm gonna have something stick to it. So now that you have your translucent layer to buff off later, I want to show you what I went to go pick up. So I was bad and I got an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. Now, the reason why I got this palette is look at that color story. Perfect for the springtime. So we're going to be playing around with a lot of the blue shades. So I definitely want to implement this one. Probably Quasar as well. And Super Cluster. That one is so beautiful. So we're going to incorporate those three tones, okay? The reason why I call this more of a euphoria look is they tend to just use metallics on their eyelids. There's really no matte shading, so I have to get creative with the way I apply this. It is going to be applied a little bit differently, but should have the same outcome. So I'm just cleaning real quick one of my brushes. I am using the Makeup by Mario E3 eyeshadow brush, so I'm going to dip into the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. We're going to dip into Galaxy. Now I know these are notorious for being extremely pigmented, so I'm going to be very careful with placement. Just tapping that on. You can already see how much pigment that has. I haven't even blended it out yet. And it's so pigmented. Wow. It's beautiful though. Okay. Wow. That is pigmented. Let me look in my mirror to see this. Wow. The only problem is I'm noticing some of the shine isn't there anymore. It's a beautiful color, but where's all the shine? Maybe if I pack it on. Yeah, this one I have to pack on a bit. Okay, so this one requires about 2 layers, but definitely patting motions, guys. You want to use patting motions in this one. So I'm gonna repeat it on the opposite side of my eye. Now that I look kind of like a raccoon, oh my goodness, let's see where this look takes us today. I'm gonna clean off another one of my brushes. This is Ariel, or Morphe by Ariel with Ariel, whatever. A2 eyeshadow brush. We're going to be dipping into this one called Quasar. This is a gorgeous color right here. And I'm not really using packing brushes for this one. I'm kind of tapping this one in place because there's a lot more chunky glitter with this one that I can see. Swiping motions is okay. It's definitely not my favorite way of applying this. Maybe if I did a swiping motion, it might be best. But I'm trying to lightly pack it on versus just being too aggressive from the start. And this is going to blend into, oh, look at that gorgeous blend. That's so pretty. I didn't realize how pretty that looks. Blends really nicely into that Galaxy shade there. I'm impressed. We're getting somewhere. I'm going to do the opposite side. Just beautifully blended into each other. Wow, I'm impressed. This is why I went and bought another palette from her. Although I don't always agree with what she does on social media, I do love the quality of her makeup. It is very good. My goodness, that is beautiful. It's all iridescent all over. I'm happy I chose this palette. For the last portion, I'm going to use the flat paddle brush that I usually use for the biggest impact, okay? I wanted these two to be a little bit more well blended, but this is going to be the area of impact. So this is my Sephora Pro Shadow number 13. I'm going to grab the color Super Cluster, which is this bright baby blue. That's just calling my name. I'm going to get so excited putting this on. Okay. I am going to cheat with the mirror because I need precision for this. Oh my god, this is so gorgeous. Now this is impact and pigment. That is so freaking beautiful. Getting chills from this. Alright, we're going to do the opposite side. Wow. That is just so pretty. And you can see all that fallout right here, which is another reason why you always have to put setting powder. You know what I'm telling you, I've been doing this for a while. Okay. Well, now that I have the bases put down, I can go ahead and remove the excess. We're gonna have to clean this up for sure. This might be an eyeshadow you want to probably put on first, just out of, you know, first impressions. It's very pigmented. There's quite a bit of fallout, but nothing that can't be fixed, of course. You know, all of this can be fixed up. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Makeup Forever Y235. I'm going to clean up the edges a bit before I start applying eyeshadow underneath my under eyes. Now I'm going to go back and sharpen my edge a bit with, I don't really have my highlighter right here. I'd have to go and get it. For right now, I'm going to clean up the edge with my lighter shade of powder foundation. I highly recommend you guys invest in a good powder foundation. You'll never know what you're missing until you try it. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention I did my eyebrows and my lashes off camera, so yeah, there's that. Let's go ahead and clean up a little bit more here. So I'm not going to be able to completely erase the dark shadow. This look probably would have looked a little bit better with a stencil of some form, kind of like using the letter that I used last time, but you know, we're gonna make this work. I do think it looks very pretty. It's very colorful, a lot more colorful than I was anticipating, but I do think it's beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and add this to the lash line, some of that glimmer. And this one I want to add most of the lighter pigment in the bottom, and that'll make it more fun and intergalactic, euphoric, whatever you call it. Not a cute look. I'll probably add a little bit of the Quasar just in the upper corner to give it some dimension. This really turned out to be kind of cute. I'm not upset by it. I'm not loving it because this is a little outside my comfort zone. I don't usually do too much color, but I'm learning there's a time and a place for it. So I wanted to put some color on my channel, something bright, something different. You know, this is not everyday type of makeup that you would see people wearing, but it's fun, it's creative. You can let your artistry kind of come out. All right, so I need to go back and clean the bottom of my under eye again. If you're looking into this, nope, I look into this mirror. For this being the first time using this palette on camera, I'm not that unimpressed. I did have some fallout that I wish I didn't have as much of. I wish this line could have been a little bit crisper, but other than that, I mean, it's a cute look. It's very smoky eye meets intergalactic, meets metallic, meets euphoric, meets whatever you want to call it. These are absolute gorgeous colors. And there you guys have it. Very sweet, simple, and easy. Didn't take very much time. If you wish, you can always go back and further feather out your edges. That's usually what I like to do. Feather out your edges a bit more, or diffuse, as we use on this channel. It's just that diffused look that just really makes everything look really nice and pretty. Feather it out to your temples. I like this look, it's pretty. All right, we're gonna spray ourselves down one last time and call it a night. Well, actually, no, I can put my finishing powder. This will kind of zhuzh things up a little bit. Plus, it's another way to mattify my oily ass face that I have. Such a pretty color. It really, the camera doesn't do it any justice. This is actually a really pretty color. Spray the face down. Let me just push out any of the creases within the under eye. It's very important because then you get creasy under eyes that are very hard to fix. And then spray down. All right. Now, last but not least, press in the center of the thing. It's actually a beautiful palette. I highly, 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 highly recommend it, especially for the springtime. Wow, I like it. And then I also ended up picking up a NYX Fat Oil Slick Stick or Slick Click, whatever they're called. They're supposed to be the dupes for the Tarte Maracuja ones. Okay, a little bit of sparkly sheen. I also ended up picking up one of Milani's Fruit Fetish lip oils because I just have an obsession with the fruit oils or the lip oils. And this one almost has like a, I don't know what flavor this is. It's very sweet though. And there you have the final finished look. Once again, thank you all so much for tuning in to my channel. I really appreciate all the love and support everyone has given me throughout this journey. I'm having so much fun doing this. Y'all have no idea how much this is helping me. Once again, this is Beauty by Robbie. I hope you have a lovely evening, morning, whatever time of day it is. I wish you nothing but love, prosperity, and joy. Thank you guys. Bye.